Hello, we're back with some more Outward, so let's get right in on it. In the last part I mentioned we'd actually be joining a faction in this next part, and that's what we're going to do now. To do so, I need to talk with someone in town, someone we've talked to before. Risa Aberdeen is here in Berg, so I'm going to go and talk with her. She's right over here.
Wonderful news.
Let's see, have you given my offer any thought? Will you work for me and be adopted into the Aberdeen family? And I'll tell her, I'm thinking about this. Is there anything I need to do to make it happen?
You should seek approval from another old family.
It says the Aberdeen family is one of the oldest and strongest families in the collective. To help the process go smoothly, you need to get approval from another family. Either the Sutherlands, the Battleborns, or the Sullivans.
Here's what I need you to do.
Gabriella Sullivan and Julius Sutherland are close allies, and Sagard Battleborn wields an especially large degree of power as the Chamberlord of Berg. It would do you good to introduce yourself to them. They may ask for a small favor to prove that you can bring value to the collective, and I'm certain that they will reward you in their own way. Once you have their approval, let me know, and I can begin the adoption process. That updates the Looking to the Future quest. I have to do a small task for Sagard, Julius, or Gabriella in Berg. And I think each of them asked me to do to get a different item. Now, one thing I have been carrying with me for quite some time in several of these parts is a cold stone. I have no use for it myself, but I can use it to complete this quest. I believe it goes down the magical route to complete the quest. I think this is, Julius Sutherland.
What can I do for you?
Says, let's keep this short. I'm Gabriella's top informant. I can get you into places she can't. I can get places everyone can't. If you see me, it's because I want you to see me.
Show me that you become a mage.
If you want me to come back, give my family's approval for your adoption, I'll need to know you can pull your weight. Come back with me with the power of magic, and you'll have earned my respect.
You know how to unlock your control over mana, right?
Says I need to travel to the conflux mountain in the Chersonese and venture into the ley line deep below it, which I've already done. Let's talk to him again.
Not bad.
Says you've unlocked the power of mana. Your control is strong too. Yes, I think you'll be helpful to us. The Sutherlands will approve of your adoption.
Here, now get off my back.
As a fellow mage, I think you'll appreciate this recipe quite a bit. It saved my skin more than once. And you'll see he gave me a clan sage robe. This gives me a mana cost resistance of 20, and I'd probably end up wearing this if I didn't have already have the white arcane robe. So you can see here, it gives me a 20% reduction to mana costs and the like. It also has some cold weather defense, so I might keep it just for that, since my other items don't have cold weather defense. At least I think they don't. This one has 6, and the Clan Sage robe gives me 15, which is much higher. So I'll hang on to the Clan Sage robe. Now that I've completed that, I should be able to go back to Risa Aberdeen. Yeah, I can talk to Risa and then commit to the faction. He said he also gave me a recipe. I think I just learned the recipe, whatever it was, but I don't have any scrolls or anything to click on to learn it. So we talked to Risa.
Ancestors guide you.
You've spoken to my associates. My offer still stands. If you pledge to work with me, I'll begin the steps needed to adopt you into the Aberdeen bloodline and free you from your family's blood price.
Wonderful news.
The Aberdeens are one of the oldest families in the Blue Chamber Collective, and our name carries a great deal of weight. It comes with great responsibility, but also many advantages. I believe you'd do us proud.
Will you pledge yourself to the continued survival of the Blue Chamber Collective?
And we'll go ahead and say, yeah, we'll commit to the well-being of the collective. Talking to myself, apparently. Am I certain I wish to pledge to the Blue Chamber Collective? Let's do this.
Here's what you need to know.
See, very well, listen. The other Chamber Lords are on their way here for a council meeting. 2 major issues are at stake, both of which can cause a major impact on relations with the Sirocco and Abrasar regions. It's too big an event to go smoothly.
This is troubling.
Not sure what or how bad it'll be, but I'm convinced beyond doubt that something huge will happen. Something that could jeopardize the collective if we aren't ready for it.
It will be a few days before they all arrive, however.
It says, take the time you need to get used to life in Enmerkar, and don't forget Cierzo is still your home. And I get the Cierzo town key. It says here, as the newest member of the Aberdeens, you have this. It's the key to Cierzo. It'll open any lock in the town, as well as a small basement vault in our family home.
There's dire news from Cierzo.
I'm going to talk to her again. She'll let me know that Burak, the gate warden, says the town is being threatened by a bandit fortress along the beach. Apparently the rabble there has found solid leadership and is planning to attack Cierzo.
Here's what I need you to do.
I'll tell her I'm going to go check on Cierzo and talk to Burak. And that begins the quest, I believe. It's considered a minor quest, I believe. Well, I have to go and talk to Burak to get it. But that'll be my next stop, so I'm heading out of town and back towards the Chersonese region. Now, I have a limited time to make it back to Chersonese and deal with the Vendevel threat, so I have to head to the Chersonese. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to head to this area marked Lonely Tower on the map. There's a reason I want to go there first, but then after that, I'm going to pick up another new weapon. This one will be replacing the gold lich mace, as it will actually do fire damage, and since I have fire affinity, that means it will do more damage than the typical weapon, because of the increased fire damage affects my weapon as well as my spells. At least I'm pretty sure it does. Alright, I've made my way to this spot on the map, the Lonely Tower, as I want to go into here. This is called Dolmen's Crypt, the Dolmen Crypt. We're going to head in here. And inside here, I'm looking for a particular switch to pull. I see there's a ghost down there. And use my spiritual varnish. Now that I have elemental discharge, I can shoot at him from range. I don't think the ghost even noticed I zapped him just now. You're the only one down here. This is going to be easy. Oh, you were not the only one down here. There we go. I believe this over here is what I came in here for. Yeah, this lever. And you're probably wondering, what does that lever do? It's going to open a way to another weapon I can collect in another area of the map. I also found an Arcane Robe in here, as well as some iron scraps, a bolt varnish, and some more firefly powder. I'm going to go ahead and take all that. Then I can use the things I collected to make some more tripwire traps. There we go. Alright, we're done in here. I'm going to head back out. As I make my way towards my next stop, which is going to be on this island in the middle of the map, I'll explain the Arcane Robe I collected. This is the unupgraded version of the white Arcane Robe I got from putting this in a legacy chest as another character, and then choosing that legacy when I created Cousina. So now, I'm going to probably just sell this one, since I already have the white version of it, which is better. And yeah, so my next stop is that there's a hollow tree trunk on the center island on the lake. And if I go in there, I can find myself a new special weapon that I'll be using until I craft a better one later on. Alright, I think the weapon I'm looking for is going to be in this tree. There should be an entrance on the other side. Here we go, the tree husk. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back. I'm not sure how much of that it actually recorded, but I picked up Merton's fire poker inside the tree stump, and with it I also killed a assassin bug that was in there. I also picked up some stability potions here, which increase impact resistance, as well as some ice rags and the like. Yeah, now I have a new fire poker style mace that I'll be using in place of the gold lich mace once I... Oh, look out. I have no beef with you. Thanks for the free electrical power. He should give up if I run far enough away. Yeah, mantis shrimps are on the island here, but pretty sure I can outrun it, even with my over-encumbrance. Yeah, he's already given up. Alright, so I'll probably end up back to Berg to sell the gold lich mace. I think it's right over there. And then I'll head up here towards the entrance to the Chersonese region so that we can do the quest that Burak has for us to save the town. Oh, I won't even have to go back to Berg. Check out over there. I can see the traveling merchant. And now I'm back on the road, heading towards the northern passageway up here that leads back to the Chersonese region. We're going to head there and then begin the quest Vendavel. I can go to Burak and talk to him right away to get the quest, or I can head right to the Vendevel fortress and begin dealing with the 3 warlords that have mustered all the bandits in an attempt to attack the town and overrun it. Another thing I wanted to point out is that this is the quest that has another time limit on it. I believe I have exactly 20 days upon joining a faction to complete this quest, or else the warlords and the bandits take over Cierzo, and the town is effectively considered destroyed. In older versions of the game, it meant the town was no longer accessible, but if you, in this version of the game, if you fail to save Cierzo, you can actually get in through the back exit from the storage entrance. They had a little ramp for you to get back up, but the town is now overrun with bandits from the Kazite region, and they're much stronger than other enemies, so the place becomes a really difficult fight. So we're going to travel to the Chersonese, cold seaside mountains teeming with wildlife and many bandit clans. And I can see it's still winter in the Chersonese region. Luckily, now I have the clan sage robe, which will help protect me from the cold. What will also help protect me from the cold are bitter spicy tea, as well as my makeshift torches. If I have a survival elixir, which I don't appear to, I can also use that. I can also cast, of course, the warm boon, and now I'll be protected from the cold. I think for the interest of the story, I'll actually head to the town of Cierzo and talk to Burak so he can fill me in exactly on what's going on. You can see there's enemies in this area. I think since I cast the warm boon, yeah, you can see my fire damage and up to 20. I think it was at 15 before. There's another weapon I'll be able to craft later on once I get a particular shard. And I'll be able to craft a special mace that does even more physical and fire damage than the fire poker that I have now as my weapon. So yeah, we're down here. And we're going to make our way from here all the way to the city of Cierzo. We'll get the information on what's going on from Burak. And then from there, we'll take the path around the Conflux Mountain to the Vendevel fortress. You may also remember in a previous part, I specifically talked about heading into the ancient ruins up here to a corrupted tomb to kill the Wendigo there. That's going to factor into this part because there's a specific reason why someone at the Vendevel fortress wanted that Wendigo dead, as you will see once I talk to her when I get there. Because there are actually non-violent ways to deal with the 3 warlords that want to attack Cierzo. I'll be showing off 2 of them at the very least. One of them actually requires you to tell Ito Adayuki, the trainer for Spellblades, to go to the Vendevel fortress, and if he does that, well, then he disappears from the game, and if you didn't get the training from him, you never can at that point. So yeah, and I could do that, considering I already have the Spellblade Awakening spells, but I'll deal with this in some manner. I've pretty much plotted out how I'm going to do this. So yeah, I'll see you when I get to Cierzo. So now we're back in Cierzo.
Oh, I'm glad you're back.
And
We
Burak
need all the help we can get.
Yeah. Burak immediately contacts me and tells me the fortress of Vendevel has become a threat we can't ignore.
When it was just squatting bandits, it was bad enough. I think they mean to attack Cierzo.
He mentions if they attack, they won't be able to hold them off and the town will be lost. What do you recommend?
I wonder...
If we send any kind of force to go attack the fortress, we risk stirring the nest. If only we could separate and deal with the warlords one at a time.
This worries me.
It would be very dangerous to infiltrate the fortress. Use discretion and caution. Messing with Vendevel might get you imprisoned, enslaved, or worse. Do you know who's organizing them?
Listen close.
One is a former warrior of mine named Croc, exiled after he murdered 2 of my men in a drunken brawl. Another is a Kazite pirate captain even Ito is wary of. I think they know each other. And lastly, there's a mage who used to be one of the Harmattan tribes. All 3 of them must be dealt with. If you have to, kill them. They're that much of a threat. Alrighty. Another reason I came back to Cierzo, not just to talk to Burak about that, is that I can use the stash back in the lighthouse to store some of the excess items I'm carrying and lighten my load a bit. One of the things I'll probably drop off for now is the dark rich attire, since I will not need it for this area, since I'm going to be in the Chersonese region during the snowy season, and therefore will not have a need for hot weather defense. So I'll just head back to my stash. We'll dump off the dark rich attire. I'm also going to drop off a few other items, mainly things that don't spoil. Let's see. I know I have a few. I'll dump off the... Actually, the crystal powders don't weigh that much. I could drop off the liveweedy, since that won't spoil. And the greasy ferns. I'll be back for these items. The firefly powder. I'll probably also drop off the power coil, since I'm going to be bringing another one here to Cierzo anyway. And if this key opens what I think it does, I might actually be able to grab a very useful item on my way out of Cierzo. I shouldn't need a rest since I traveled to the Chersonese region. So yeah, sleep is at 95%. I think I can talk to Ito about the situation. Here he is.
Amber, my friend.
Let's
Amber,
talk.
my friend. The threat of Vendavel has me very worried.
He says I'd go take care of him, but I think one of those warlords, the Kazite, I think I know who it is. He would recognize me and kill me before I even got inside. I'm going to ask him, is there a safe way to get in?
I think so. I can modify one of my Kazite masks to fit you.
Yeah, as he says, if I bring him 3 iron scraps and a blue sand, he'll be able to modify a mask so that I could wear it. If I cover my face and say the right words, I could convince the gatekeepers that I'm with them. And I'll tell them, if I find what you need, I'll be right back, since I think I've only got 2 iron scraps on me right now. Yeah. I could always just buy a cheap weapon and break that down, and I've got blue sand in my stash. So I think that's what I'll end up doing. I'll go over to the blacksmith.
What can I do for you? All right.
Alright, we'll buy a cheap weapon from him, like this iron sword. I got plenty of money, so I have no qualms of doing this. Now I'll break the sword down into an iron scrap. Now I have 3 iron scraps, and if I go back to my stash, I can pull out a blue sand and give it to Ito, and he'll give me the disguise. Alright, I got some blue sand from my stash. Now I'll go back to Ito, talk to him.
Amber, my friend.
And I'll talk to him.
Amber, my friend.
Safe way to get in. I found what you need to modify the mask.
I can Yes. Okay, it should fit you now.
He gives me a makeshift leather
wear this
attire.
before you try to talk to the guards.
If he's a Kazite pirate too, it's important to greet him with the word Nindiria. It roughly means sea brother, and try to speak like me, yes? You'll see he gave me a new makeshift leather armor to wear, as well as a Kazite mask. It's a little heavier on me, but what I could probably do is hang on to it and wear it when I need it. I'm going to head back down here, and we're going to take the back exit through the Cierzo storage out of the town. Which, if I fail this quest, would also be the entrance into the town, which would be overrun with the Kazite bandits and such. And that's never a good thing. But now I got the Kazite mask and the makeshift armor. We're ready to head out. One of the reasons I want to head through the Cierzo storage on my way out is I can test the Cierzo town key, and it works. Inside is another legacy chest. Let's open it up. You'll see inside it's got the white wide hat. This is the upgrade to the hat I'm currently wearing, the wide blue hat. I'm going to pick it up, and we're going to put it on. I'll put it on with the white Arcane Robe. And here we go. I've got my full set of regular armor for Cousina. I'll show off the white wide hat. That's going to be hard to say. You can see, compared to the blue hat, it gives the same resistance and impact resistance, but it gives me damage bonuses to electricity and fire. It gives me the same hot weather defense and reduction in mana and movement speed, or increased movement speed and such. So yeah, it's basically a upgrade over the blue hat, which I'll probably go back and sell before I continue onward. But yeah, now I got my full white mage outfit. I just took the beach exit out of the Chersonese, out of Cierzo into the Chersonese region, being attacked by a mantis shrimp, but I think I'll just outrun it. And I'm on my route towards the Vendevel fortress, where we're going to deal with that. A shift dagger and a stealth potion and discipline potions. Take all that. That mantis shrimp should lose track of me. Yeah, the Vendevel fortress is south of the Chersonese region, so we're gonna head there. I think I have the quest now. I can open the log and find out. Okay, Vendevel is considered a major quest. Alright, let's take a look at the quest then. Stop the 3 warlords in the fortress of Vendevel, located in the southwest of the Chersonese. And that's where we're heading now. Also notice it's no longer snowing. It's day 49, so I guess the winter is over. If I'd known that, I'd have put the clan sage robe away too. Oh well. What I could do is I'll put on the makeshift leather attire and the mask. I'll hold off on putting the mask. Actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and put the mask on now. This is the disguise I'll be wearing to get in. Plus, it'll give me more inventory space since I'm wearing the makeshift leather attire again. So I'll take the... let's see, probably the... I know I've got some... yeah, here we go. Some of these items will be useful. I'll manage my inventory as I make my way there. Ooh, I think I actually see it. I remember before I mentioned the cutthroat. The pearlbird cutthroat. I think it's actually here. You can see it up ahead. I'm going to actually get my sigil of fire ready. Come on. You can see how fast it is. You just set it on fire with a fireball. There we go. You can see Pearlbird Cutthroat is much stronger than the average Pearlbird, although it did have some nice ingredients on it, including some raw alpha meat, some ochre spice beetles. I'll take all that. Do I have a... I'll need to make a campfire, but now I can provide myself with a few more helpful things that'll... like some health and astral potions and the like. So we'll make some wood, and I'll do that crafting. We're almost to the Vendevel fortress now. I can show off a brand new recipe now that I have this alpha meat that I picked up from the Pearlbird Cutthroat. It says, potent meat from prime animals, which rots quickly and carries diseases when raw. We'll go ahead and combine them with 2 salts and craft. That gets you the alpha jerky. It says I added 5 of them. There they are. Salted alpha meat that rots very slowly while retaining the meat's special qualities. We're not really very hungry right now, but now we have that available to us. I also crafted some more life and astral potions from the ingredients that the Cutthroat dropped. And now we can continue our way towards the Vendevel fortress. Should be able to see it over the horizon. It's over there by that beach front. I'm already wearing the Kazite mask and the makeshift leather attire that Ito crafted for me. Mixed Legacies log has been updated. Talk to Risa in the city of Berg and the Enmerkar Forest, who will have a task for me in 3 days. Luckily, no timer for this starts until I actually start that quest by going and talking to Risa. So I still have plenty of time to stop the 3 warlords in the fortress of Vendavel, which is what our next task will be. I can see a bandit there. I think what I'll do, since I got plenty of these rags, let's equip a poison rag. And we'll shoot him with poison from here. I think that one shot him nice. Yeah, I think these guys are susceptible to decay damage, which is what poison is. Missed with that shot. That's why I dropped that guy in a single hit. Wait for him to stop moving, and then I'll hit him with a poison blast. Whack him before he can fire an arrow. And that's 2 bandits down. I'll take your antidote and your travel ration. Probably not your bow, since I'm kind of far away from where I could sell it, and I can't craft it down into anything. The sword I can craft down, and the machete. Make some spikes. Alright, now let's head into the fort. The Vendevel Fortress. And here we are, we're inside. To the left, right away, you'll see this is Croc. I'm going to actually talk to him.
Well now, what do we have here? A lost traveler? We'll take good care of you.
And let's see. I'm just looking for someone to have a drink with.
Oh?
I thought I had a Gabbery wine. I think I might have messed up.
All right.
Well, that was a mistake. That's fine. I can take him. I was going to give him a Gabbery wine, but I messed up. There we go. Warm him up a bit there. Yeah, what you got now? He's got a brutal club. But I'm gonna let him burn. Down he goes. Well, actually didn't... Oh, looks like his buddies know I did that. Well, I guess I won't need the disguise. You guys want to wait out here for a moment? I'm going to head back outside real fast. Luckily, killing him is also an option. Let's see. First, I'm going to drink a life potion. That'll fix me up. I left my bag inside, but that's okay. I'm hoping that the guards will have lost interest in me. I should have drank a potion, but that's fine. They're in my bag. I'm off to a great start. I've already botched the first encounter because I meant to give him a Gabbery wine that I thought I still had in my bag, but I guess I don't. Luckily, his body will have the keys to go through the rest of the fortress, which I'm going to need. Nope, those guys still want a piece of me. But I'm healed up now, so I'm just going to burn you up. You stay over there. No, you want some? Alright, it's your funeral, buddy. There, now while I'm invulnerable, I'm gonna incinerate you. And that takes care of all the guards. And the first of the warlords. Take his brutal club, the machete. He's got the keys to the prison area. And some boots I can decraft. So we'll take the keys. Guess we're not taking the subtle approach to this. I've got the keys, so no problem there. That room over there is a puzzle room. If you pull the right switch, you can get to the chest there, but if you pull the wrong switch, it drops you into a pit, and then you have to make your way back around. So I won't be doing that. I moved all these items about in my inventory. I'm going to actually drink a stability potion. And just for fun, we'll drink the stealth potion, although with the glowing fire poker I have as a weapon, not sure how stealthy I can be. But what I want it for is in case I run into more people to fight. I want to be able to set my traps and such. It looks like we're going up the elevator. There's the next warlord. I think I can go in and talk to her. Yeah, here we go. This is Balira, the mage.
You're not one of my warriors. You're from Cierzo.
Yep, make a case quickly before I decide to have you locked up. I want you to call off your war.
Why should I do that? Although, there is one thing you can do.
I need you to kill someone for me, my former husband. Go on.
Listen up.
My mother arranged our marriage when I was young. She said it would benefit both our own tribe and Cierzo. She was cruel when no one looked, and seemed incapable of realizing the harm he caused. In an attempt to make him understand, I tried something drastic. I used the magic I learned from the Cabal of Winds to twist our inside winds, our spirits together. It only made things worse. He could sense my fear of him, and it drove him mad. He set fire to our home and fled into the night.
Because our spirits are still twisted together, he will easily flee from me. I need someone else to put him down.
Alright, where do I start looking?
I know the bastard is hiding in the Chersonese.
That's what it's called, the Chersonese? Have I been saying it wrong this whole time? He says, in the valley beyond the Ghost Pass, he's made his den in the corrupted tombs. I can sense cold ice all around him. For those who saw that part when I went into the corrupted tombs, you might know that I've already killed her husband. He was the Wendigo that was in the corrupted tombs.
Track my former husband down and kill him.
He's nothing but a monster now in every sense of the word. His nightmarish thoughts haunt me even now. So I'll talk to Balira again.
You're not one of my warriors. You're from Cierzo.
Tell her to call off
I
the
can
war.
sense my late husband's mana clinging to your very skin. Thank you.
His monstrous thoughts no longer fill my dreams. What happened to him? He had become a Wendigo.
Thanks.
I thought as much. Thank you for ending this nightmare. Cierzo has repaid its debt to me. I no longer have a quarrel with him. And that completes the quest. I get a power coil, which means I can now repair the thing in Cierzo, the water well, once I go back there, since I'll have 2 power coils. And she also gave me this, a preservation backpack. As you can see, it's an even bigger bag than the one I have, and it strongly slows down the decay of food it contains. So I'm going to equip this backpack. We're going to pick up my old one, all the stuff inside. There we go, and just like that, I now have more space in my inventory. Move one more there. Perfect. Now I can move freely and not be over-encumbered because I have this much bigger bag that actually preserves things like food and such in the bag. So now there's only one warlord left to deal with. Now this one I can send Eto Akiyuki, the Spellblade trainer that taught me many of the spells I've been using, like Elemental Discharge and Infuse Fire. But, like I said before, while I can freely sacrifice him since I've already dealt with getting all those skills, I think instead we'll just take this guy out the old-fashioned way. I think this way leads into the prison. Yeah, if I talk to this person, the Vendavel nurse...
Here's the plan.
We need medical supplies to patch our men up.
Pay attention!
She gave me an alchemy for life potion. I'll give her a bandage.
You've earned this.
And I get 5 silver. So yeah, I can give bandages and potions to them if they need them. And that'll get me silver coins. There's an iron claymore and some bullets here. I'll take them, if only because I want to break down the iron claymore. There we go, get some more iron scraps on me. There's a chef in here.
Oh?
What are you doing out of your pen? What can I do to help?
Here's what I need.
Need someone to cook meals. Bring me 9 meat stews as soon as humanly possible. Use the stove on the left. so I can make meat stews with the thing he gave me. So I'll make the 9 stews he asks for. And here you go.
You've earned this.
And he gave me a dry mushroom bar in exchange. Although, joke's on him, I'm actually going to eat it now, since it'll restore some of my max health. Oh, and by the way, I'm not a prisoner here. Alright, let's go find the last warlord. I think he's through this door. Yep, I can just walk right in. This guy doesn't notice or care. Alright. Next, we're going to set up my traps. There's the last guy, and I'm going to take care of him just by killing him. Because otherwise I have to go all the way back to Cierzo and then talk Eto Adayuki into coming here. And once I do that, he disappears from the game. And I've already got all the training from him, but I'd rather take this guy out. I'm going to bandage up just in case. Check my situation. It looks like I'm good. Let's also apply the poison rag. Now let's go talk to him. After I put another tripwire trap down right in front of him. And what the heck, I got a few more. He's got some archers up there that'll shoot at me once I start the fight, but I think if I run back down the stairs, I'll be okay. Alright, let's go.
Who are you? And why do you dare stand before Rospa Akiyuki?
I'm just here to kill you.
Not happening.
And then I get teleported back this way. He gets hit by a bunch of my traps. I zapped him with a poison burst. And down he goes. He has a crimson shield, a looter mask, a bread, and another key to the prison. I'll take his shield and that. Let's see. I'll decraft the mask, and we'll check out his shield. The crimson shield is a damage of 39. I think his archers see me. Hello. Oh, you guys mad because I killed your buddy? Well, I need a moment now to heal up, because you guys hit me while I wasn't looking, which I feel is unfair. I have a healing potion. Drink it quick. There we go. Alright. Yep. Take a swing at me. No? Okay. Let's set fire to both of you. Oh, you can't hurt me when I got that on. I see you up there. I'll get you in a moment. First, I want to go into my bag. That's Rospa the Conqueror. Where's my bag? Here it is. Take out an ice varnish, or an ice rag. I'll equip that to my fire poker. And let's go get him. Hello there. I'm going to shoot ice at you. And fire. Your body temperature won't know what to think. Well, if you want to just sit there and burn, that's good too. Oh, good dodge. Too bad it wasn't good enough. And I believe I can go back to Burak and Cierzo for my reward, since all 3 of the warlords of the Vendevel fortress are now dead. Yeah, that's right, he had a key to the prison, but I think I already had a key to the prison. I do find this hilarious, though. You'll notice that the guy right here doesn't seem to care that I killed every one of the warlords, as well as a few other guards. And I can now just make my way right out. I guess the plan to attack Cierzo has been called off, right guys? Probably the best call. So I'll be seeing you as soon as I can find the way out of here. Wonder if I can remember which one of these I'm supposed to pull. I think it's this one? It is not. Oh well, this way also kind of works as an exit. There's a corpse down here with a spear. Here's the Gabbery wines I could have used on Croc. Oh well. Actually, give me that one. And I'll give you the empty one I'm carrying. Perfect. That's one way to fill up my water. Yeah, Trog Infiltration. That's the tunnel that'll lead out of the Vendevel fortress for me. I'll equip this lantern, if only because I'm probably going to throw it at the first Trog I see. I think there's another lantern down here. Yep. I've also got a Trog chest down here. Let's see what this contains. Some hex cleaners, some warm potions, a poison rag, and 2 star mushrooms. Hello there. One of them's a Grenadier. First I'll start by toasting you. Fire poker will make work of you. There we go. Now I gotta take out his buddy. Dodge his little throw there. Put down the preservation backpack. There we go, you're not so tough. And then we'll continue on out. See if we can find another Trog to throw these old lamps at. Let's see, patterned worker attire, sandals, needle tea, soothing tea, and a plant tent. I can point out what the plant tent does. The plant tent is a special kind of tent. You sleep in it and it'll keep you fed, it'll give you water, and it will... what's the word? And it'll let you restore sleep as long with your food and water. But you can only place it one time and you can't pick it back up. So yeah, once I find a place I want to rest up and do stuff at, I'll probably use that tent. So now we're back outside. I'm not totally sure where I am on the map. Not sure, there's some bandits over there. Let's go give them a surprise. Why are they moonwalking? Hey, did you hear what happened at the Vendevel fortress? I heard everybody's dead. Here you go. Now we'll watch them burn. One guy's down. Clobber the other one. I thought there was supposed to be like an achievement or something for killing someone by throwing a lantern at him. Maybe I have to make it the killing blow? Try it with the old lantern here. First we'll beat on these guys. Come on. Throw the lantern at him. There we go. He's probably wondering why his sword had no effect on me. Well, that was fun. I'm going to switch this back to flamethrower. So now I've returned to Cierzo.
Need something?
And Burak Karillin immediately talks to me again.
My thanks.
Says, my men tell me that Vendevel has gotten a lot quieter. I don't want to think about the disaster that would have hit. On behalf of all of Cierzo, I thank you. He gave me the Elite Plate Helmet as a reward, although it's a big, heavy helmet. I don't know if I can even move while holding this. Oh, I can, but just barely. He also gave me a bunch of potions and such. Yeah, I don't really need the Elite Plate Helmet. As you can see, it raises my mana cost, stamina cost, and lowered movement speed. I have conditioning, which will prevent that, but I think I'd rather just sell this helmet. If I'm right, yeah, it's the same helmet that Burak himself wears. In fact, is he even wearing it now, or does he give me the helmet he was wearing? Alright, yeah, he ends up giving me his helmet as the reward. But since I don't really need it, I'll just go ahead and sell it. It should be very valuable, along with the other items I brought with me from the Vendevel fortress. One of the things being the Crimson Shield. So we'll talk to the Carabineer.
Greetings, friend.
I'm going to sell him the shield, which as you can see sells for 270 silver coins. Probably also sell the Kazite masks, and I don't need that no more. I think I can go back to my stash now and pick up the other power coil and repair the water well, which I'll do next.
What can I do for you?
I think I'll also pay to have my
All
equipment
right.
fixed up. The fire poker needed a fix-up, so I'll have him repair it.
All right.
Also fixed up my fishing pole, my mining pick, and my other stuff. I can also sell the scaled satchel. I don't need that no more. Next I'll head back up to my house and pick up the other power coil that I stashed. And then I'll head over to the water well and show you what's up with that after I sleep to get my stamina back. I picked up just about every item that was in my stash, all the potions and such, because I'm going to be moving them into a new stash that I'm going to come across likely either at the end of this part or at the beginning of the next part. But first, let's go over to the water well. You'll see that there's somebody over here now. Let's go talk to him. You can see here it says rancid water. It's like the water from the hollowed marsh, so it'd be bad to drink it. Let's talk to this new guy, Etios von Vanus, engineer.
What?
Says, hold it right there. Some dirty rat has done sabotaged our water purifier. If you little nepper want to get some to drink, boil that water first.
This worries me.
That little saboteur smashed out the purifier's power coils. Those are some fancy schmancy magic parts right there. Won't be able to get my hands on those.
Can you lend me a hand?
And it says purify the water. And he says if I can find 2 power coils during my adventure, if I can bring him here, he'll fix the machine and he'll get it up and running. I have those power coils, so I'll ask him to take them and fix the machine.
Thanks a bunch.
You've done us good. It'll take me a second to get old Bess running again, and I'll tinker you a reward with the old coils from the machine. Purify the water has been completed, and I get a new item, a coil lantern. Let's check it out. This is a lantern fueled by an advanced power coil. This lantern provides light for an extremely long time. The coil can be swapped for a new one when the light does run out. Not only that, but as you can see, the water well in Cierzo works normal again instead of rancid water. The engineer also disappears. I think he goes off after fixing the well again. You can see here the coil lantern activates. I believe it provides much more light and for a much longer time. And when it runs out, the only drawback to it, when it runs out, I have to switch it out for a power coil to repair it rather than oil.
Greetings, friend.
I think I'll just sell the other explorer's lantern. I have plenty of money now, but the only other thing I would have ended up doing with it is throwing it at another enemy. So yeah, I think that'll be a good stopping point here. We saved the town of Cierzo from the bandits, warlords of the Vendevel fortress. So yeah, the lighthouse will be safe, the people here will be safe, and the day is saved. So I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next video.